Flosstube. My name is Dawn and I go by Busymomstitcher here on YouTube and Instagram. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel is all about my cross-stitch journey, and I currently do non-full coverage and full coverage cross-stitch. So if you like what you see, please hit that like and subscribe button. Today is June 8th, 2025, and this is Flosstube number 25. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you for returning and watching my videos. Today is going to be about, I have some new starts, some whips for the last week. So if you noticed, I'm going to try to go weekly on my videos now. And then I do have a little bit of haul, some plans, and a little life update. So let's get started. Let's start with my new starts. My first one is called Cottage of the Month. And if I look down, I'm looking at my notes. Yep. The first one is called Cottage of the Month. I decided during the week that I'm going to go back and try the one strand thread a day. There's a couple of people on here on YouTube that are doing one strand a day. So I thought I would join. And so I did it on Cottage of the Month, December. This is by Cottage Needleworks. I do have not all these done. I'm trying to get the rest of them fixed so I can put them up on my board. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. Super cute. I actually have a different frame than their frame. This is done on a 14 count vintage taupe that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And I got 200, so far I've gotten 224 stitches, and I do not have a percentage as this is a paper chart. And let's see. This is where I am now. I did get today's stitches in today, my one thread stitch today. I got the white in, but this is just one strand a day. So far for the rest, I think I've gotten every day but one day this week, and I got 224. So one strand can get you a lot of stitches. So I do this first thing in the morning now, and I'll talk about my plans when we get closer to plans. Then my next new start is called Good Morning. It is by it's designed by Malcolm Watson, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Design. This is what it'll look like when I'm finished. I'm a very big cow fan, and I love these Highland cows. I really couldn't pass this up, but I'm just in that silly sun right now. So if you're new to this channel, all my full coverages I do, God, there's a glare on it today. I start in the left-hand corner, there we go. Left-hand corner, and I do, one box is 100, so I do 100, and I do a diagonal. So this one is on a 20, and I have switched my fabric to 20 count, so I do 20 count 1/1. Full cross, always. And this one got 400 stitches, and I am at 400 out of 390,625, and I am at a 0.10%. And this is all I've gotten so far. It's just kind of blah, because I'm in that cloud. So nothing real exciting on this one. Nothing exciting yet. Let me put this back in the thing real quick. Then my next new start is called City Christmas 1. This is by Stitching with a Housewife. This is actually in my a Christmas bag that I make. I started making vinyl bags like this, and then I actually make the ones without the vinyl now, but I haven't had any chance to make them yet lately. Hopefully here soon. So this is Christmas City 1. This is a series. There's 4 of them. Stitching with the Housewife is the artist. And this is what it'll look like when it's finished. I actually have the houses from Paisleys and Polka Dots that I am going to finish mine on. I do actually have this house too, but I'm not going to use this whenever I get these finished. I have completed City Christmas 2. That's it, the only one I've completed. This one is on a 14 count Aida, and I am using DMC floss. And this one got 102 stitches out of 2,309, and I am at 4.42%. And this is all I got. So I just did some more greenery. Got them light bulbs in. Super cute. Then my next new start, I started a lot this week, but I'll explain more of my plans why I started more. It's called Ghouls, I think it's a crossing. This is by Praiseworthy Stitches. Now, this one I'm changing up a little bit because it calls for blends, and I've never done blends before. So I think I'm just going to do the DMC colors, and that's it. And I'm not using their fancy floss that they have called for this on this. But this is what it'll look like when it's finished. Let me just take it out. It'll look like this when I'm finished. I am in the left-hand corner. That's how far I got. This one got 111 stitches. And since this is a paper chart, I don't have a percentage. This is done on a 14 count. I coffee tea dyed it myself. And this is where I am now. So I just got that hat in. That was 100 stitches, so. Let's see if I can, that's probably about the true color of the fabric. I'm trying to think if this was a green already, or if I think I might have dyed it blue and then coffee tea dyed it again. It's been a while since I did this, or at least tea dyed it. So that's another new start. Then my next new start is Santa's Workshop, and this is by Kincade on Charted by Heaven and Earth Design. This is what it'll look like when I am finished. I am in the left-hand corner. This is done on a 20 count Aida 1/1, and it got 300 stitches, and I am at 300 out of 375,000, and I am at 0.08%. Not very far. And this is all I got done. I started this last night, actually. So there's probably not going to be much when this comes back out. There's just not going to be a lot of stuff coming out yet, because I'm just in this black corner. I might start getting into the fireplace and that, but it's going to be a little bit. I think that's why I get so bored. I love my full coverages, but sometimes I wish something would pop out sooner. And then my last new start is Cottage of the Month, April. This is by Cottage Needleworks. Once again, I'm trying to get I want to get all these done, but this actually got spun. So this is why I have 2 of them out for this month. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. This is done on a 14 count vintage taupe that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. This one got 90, I actually started this this morning. This got 93 stitches, and this is a paper, so I do not have a percentage, and this is all I've gotten. Just some green and some blue in the border and the green. These actually don't go, they go pretty fast if I would just stick to it, but I'm not because I can get bored too easy. All right, so that was all of my new starts for this week. Then my whips. So whips are ones that have already started. The first one is called Mini Trick or Treat. This is by Randal Spangler. It is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this was supposed to be my monthly stitching, which means I was going to stitch 100 stitches a day until the end of the month, which would mean I would get 3,000 stitches in. But I've changed my plans again, so stick around to see what my new plans are. So this is what it'll look like when it's finished. I am in the left-hand corner, just a whole bunch of leaves, and let me tell you, this is confetti heavy. It is really in that tree. This is on a 14 count Aida, and this got 300 stitches, and I am at 1,300 out of 80,106 stitches, and I am at 1.62%. I started giving more numbers out. It's kind of interesting, actually. So maybe that'll be, if you like it. Side by side. I'll just do a side by side on these whips. I'll do a side by side picture. It looks good. It's just a lot of confetti, let me tell you. The house is what I can't wait to get to. Okay. Then my next one was Be Jolly. So I finished this up. I was trying to get to 500 the last time you saw it. Let me grab a piece of paper. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. I have converted it into a different color fabric. It is now on 14 count chalkboard black Aida. This is by Jan Fate, and you can get this cross stitch in the 2023 Christmas Ornaments magazine. This one I am doing the DMC called for floss, and I got 151 stitches, and this is a paper, so I do not have a percentage. And I finally got Santa Claus done. Thank you. This one, it's not so much fun, but I got Santa Claus done, and now I just have to work on the words. So hopefully the next time it gets spun, I will just get the words done, and then this one will be complete. So here he is. I'll put a side-by-side picture up here where he was last time. You just saw him last weekend. He is super cute. There does go a button by his that I'll put there, and then I'll make him into a pillow. Hopefully this will line up to the pillow like it shows in the magazine. But we just have words left on that, guys. Then my next whip is a full coverage. This is called Lily Loggerhead. This is by Cross Stitch for Everyone. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. I am in the left-hand corner, and I am on this right there. This is on a 14 count white Aida. It got 600 stitches, and I am at 2,000 out of 112 112,225 stitches, and I am at 1.78%. And I'll put a side-by-side picture as I go, and this is where I am now. So I got some more. I think I did this diagonal right here. Actually, I think I did this whole diagonal. Yeah, I gotta get this last one here. Super cute. The colors are so bright. Like this one's actually fun to do because the colors are bright. And you would think it would be confetti heavy, but it really isn't bad at all, actually, for how many different colors are in it. So this one's super fun. And then my very last whip of the day for the week is called I don't know why I put work. It's called The Wine Room. This is by Stewart, charted by Heaven Earth Design. This is what it'll look like when I'm finished. I am just in that left-hand corner. There's not much to see on this one either. This was on a 16 count Aida. And I got 400 stitches, and I am at 1,400 out of 325,350, and I am at 0.43%. And this is where I am now, and I'll put a side picture of where I was before. So all I did was this black. It's black, blue. It's a lot of black. A little bit of this color too. It's not the funnest stitch either. It's nothing coming out yet. Wait until I get to the balls, I guess. But all right, so that was all my whips for the week. So from the 1st through tonight. And then my haul, I'm not even going to show it because I've already put it away, but I ordered some more 20 count. And I am actually converting some of my full coverages to my 20 count instead, because I feel I'm more happier stitching it that way than having 14 count. So a lot of them I'm switching it back to 20 count. So you'll see a lot of restarts here soon when they come up on this thing. And then my last part, I have plans and life updates. So my plans, I once again have changed again. I think I change them all the time. I'm just trying to find a groove here. So on Wednesday it was, yeah. I was thinking to myself, I like to I want to touch more of my projects. I want to see some more come out, but I also want to see more progress. And I watch Anne, who is Max Color Stitcher on Flosstube, and Ebony, who is stitching with Ebony. I hope I did the names right. And both of them they do 1,000 stitches, and then they spin the wheel. Well, let's just put it this way. There's no way I'll ever get 1,000 stitches in a day. Or I could get it in 2 days, but I would never get as many projects. So Anne does 6. I think she does 6 projects, which is a day she would get 1,000 stitches. Yeah. So I would never be able to get 1,000 stitches. And so I thought, well, why can't I try to do, so on Wednesday I was like, let's see how many stitches I can get in one day. So that first day I probably got about 400 stitches. So my goal right now is I'm going to do this. I'm trying to look at my notes so I don't forget anything. So my new goal is my new plans are going to be this. Like tonight, so the rest of today, I'm actually going to do my Disney artist, because that's going to be my Sunday stitch. So every Sunday, I'm going to do the Disney artist. So then tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to spin 2 wheels. I have a wheel that has all of my cross stitch. I mean, it has all of them. I showed it in my last video. I'm going to spin that wheel, and whatever comes up on that, so that's non-full coverage and full coverage, that wheel is. Whatever that comes up, that chart is going to just get 100 stitches. Then I'm going to spin for my full coverages, because my full coverages are the ones I really enjoy stitching. So but I really would like to get some of these non-full coverages completed, so they're out of a bag and I'm not wasting my material on that. I do love them. I don't know, I really love doing full coverages now. So my full coverage, I'm going to spin that wheel, and that's going to get how many stitches I can get in a day. So I'm trying to get 500 stitches in that full coverage one. So that's my plans. So let's start, so tomorrow morning I'll start with my 1 strand, which will be the Cottage of the month, December. And then I'll spin my wheel tonight for a non-full coverage or full coverage. I'll just call it all my stitches wheel, and that'll get 100. And then I'll spin my wheel again on just my full coverage, and that will try to get to 500, or how many stitches I can get in the day. I think I'm going to try. So it was working this week, and I got a lot more projects in, and I'm able to do a video. I was afraid if I stick with maybe what I have been doing, I'm not going to have enough projects to show you guys. And I really would like to try to start doing once a week videos. That's my plan. And now we'll get into life date, why I'm starting to do a video weekly. As you know, Joann's is closed, and now it's being rebranded by Michael's, but we won't get into that. But I have been literally off of work. I was working for 2 jobs for 3 years, and last week was my first full week of not working 2 jobs anymore. It's been a big adjustment, let's just put it that way. I do have more time stitching. I am getting more rest. I got to figure out how to move around a little bit more, because I lost that movement where I move around, like when I was at Joann's, I would be on my feet all day or all night. But I do get more stitching, and that's why I'm changing my plans and why I'm going to do a video once a week. And I can actually get in my sewing room, this room behind me. And one day maybe I'll do a video on how big it's not very big. It's a 12 by 12 room, but I can show you what I have in it. So I actually can get in my sewing room. In this past week, I actually have been I'm trying to complete a quilt. My niece is having a baby, and I'm trying to get her quilt made. But right now I'm having an issue with it. I have it all done. It's all in the rows, and I can't get it to line up to be into its square, or the big quilt part. So I'm struggling with it right now. So today, after I get done with editing this video, I'm going to go try to attempt it again, and see why I don't match up. My corners, not my corners. It's not the corners, it's the squares, the points. Yeah, that's what I want to say. The points are matching up, and I don't know why. Everything is cut with, if you can see right here, right here, if you can see that, I actually have the AccuQuilt Go Cutter, and I cut all my squares that way, so they all are the same cuts. So I don't know if it's the way I sew that it's not working. But if you have any suggestions, maybe put them down below. I love to hear them. I thought about taking a quilting class, just to, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but just to maybe refresher, see if they have any different ideas. Since now I only work 1 job, I have time to do it. And my children are, most of you probably do know this. My children are 20. My daughter lives at home. My son lives on his own. I do still have to take my daughter everywhere because she can't drive, but I don't have the responsibility. Like if she just does what she wants to do, I guess. So that's a little bit of my life update. That's all I have for this week, and I will see you guys next week. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can list them below at the bottom. Also in the description box, I do have my email address, which is busymomstitcher@gmail.com. If you have anything in there, you can comment there. You can send me a message on Instagram, and will answer. All right, so guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and happy stitching. Bye.